What if diagnosing a serious disease wasn't about needles or waiting days for lab results? What if it was as simple as just breathing out? Well, today we're diving into a device that promises to do exactly that. It's something that could completely change how we spot liver disease. So think about that for a second. A single breath, revealing a life-threatening illness. It really does sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? But it's not. It's the core idea behind a technology that's poised to transform diagnostics and honestly save a lot of lives. Okay, so how does this actually work? Well, it all comes down to a tiny molecule called ammonia. See, our bodies naturally make it when we digest protein. A healthy liver, it's like a super efficient filter, just gets rid of it. But if your liver is struggling, it can't keep up. That ammonia starts to build up, and guess what? It shows up in our breath. It's basically a little chemical flare, an early warning sign that something's wrong. And that warning sign is absolutely crucial. Really serious liver conditions like cirrhosis, they often develop without a sound. By the time you actually feel symptoms, a lot of damage might have already been done. So this is where early detection becomes a race against time. And it's a race this new technology is built to win. I mean, think about the old way of doing things. It's usually invasive blood tests, right? And then you wait and wait for the results. But this breath analysis idea, it completely flips the script. No needles, instant feedback. We're talking about a huge shift from slow and uncomfortable to fast and easy. This could change the entire diagnostic game. So let's talk about the solution. It's called the Smart Health Sensor, and it's a portable, totally non-invasive device designed to spot that ammonia on your breath using a simple but really ingenious color change. The whole project really boiled down to three main goals. First, make a sensor that's easy to carry around and use basically anywhere. Second, get the dye system just right, making it super sensitive to even the tiniest traces of ammonia. And finally, hook the whole thing up to a smartphone so it can turn a complex chemical reaction into a simple result anyone can understand. Okay, but how in the world does a color change become a medical diagnosis? To really get that, we need to take a quick peek at the chemistry that's making this all happen. The real magic here is in this special cocktail of pH-responsive dyes. When you mix them together, they become perfectly tuned to react specifically with ammonia. This creates a visual signal that's actually really easy to see and to measure. And the process itself is it's so elegant and simple. Okay, so you just breathe into the device, that's step one. Then, inside, those special dyes get to work, reacting to any ammonia. That reaction, it causes a color change, and here's the cool part. A smartphone just reads that color and gives you a result right then and there. It's a super smooth journey from breath to data. Now, a brilliant idea is one thing, but the big question is, does it actually work? Well, let's dive into the results and see how this thing performed when they put it to the test. And the results are, well, they're pretty incredible. The sensor can pick up ammonia levels as low as 0.017 parts per million. To put that in perspective, that is more than sensitive enough to be in the range needed for diagnosing liver problems, meaning it can catch those all-important early warning signs. But here's the really clever thing. It's not just sensitive, it's selective. Our breath is a cocktail of all sorts of different compounds. This sensor is specifically designed to ignore all that background noise, things like acetone or carbon dioxide, and just zero in on the one thing it's looking for, ammonia. And that's absolutely key. That's what makes the results so trustworthy. So how do you get from a simple color change to an actual medical diagnosis? The system is smart. It translates that optical signal, that specific shade of color, into a really clear, data-driven classification. It's all designed to take any guesswork right out of the equation. The result you get isn't some complicated number that only a specialist can figure out. Nope. It's a simple, intuitive breakdown. Normal, elevated, or critical. This is what makes it such a powerful tool for screening on the spot, especially in clinics or maybe even places with limited medical gear. When you combine that simplicity with that kind of power, you really start to see a future of instant diagnosis. We're watching technology leap out of the lab and into our lives, and it has the potential to totally change how we think about our health. The researchers themselves said it best. They called it a high-precision, low-cost solution for ammonia detection. And that combination, high precision and low cost, that's the holy grail. It makes powerful, non-invasive tools like this way more accessible to everyone, everywhere. So when you add it all up, the advantages are just crystal clear. It's non-invasive, it's portable, it gives you results in real time. It's pretty much perfect for screenings anywhere, whether it's a high-tech clinic or a small village with few resources. It's a huge win for patients and for doctors. So this all brings us to a pretty big final thought. Right now, this tech is all about liver disease, but it just blows the door wide open, doesn't it? It makes you wonder, if we can find one serious illness with a simple breath, what else is hiding in there? How many other diseases are just waiting to be discovered? The future of medicine, it really might be as simple as taking a deep breath and breathing out.